Right, so we're gonna do yours. Oh, that's a big card for a red star. That's a big. That's a right. That's a four. Some of them not so positive. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Very kind of you. I think I got the right amount of cards, didn't I? Very interesting. This round again. What is it? It's always quite interesting the cards that come out. There's a lot of very troubled with eyes in these spreads. So starting right with the root chakra, you got a magician. You got the yes joker. So that gives you the remember Captain had it at had it as the divine path. You have the absolute passion for the divine path. Okay? You have this I don't even have words connection to the earth chakra, even more so than um, Captain Kells. And yet you don't feel grounded at all. It's like you feel like you just don't belong here. You're on the wrong planet. That's the weirdest thing. That to me is like it's the weirdest thing. Is having this absolutely like so balanced and so positive um, Earth star, and then having a root chakra is like the ten of spades, which is like well, in a way, it's the end of a cycle. You do feel like that because it is the end of the cycle, and you you exit this mind frame, this part, you'll embrace this power, this ability to literally manifest everything you want on this planet for yourself and for others. And because I mean, look at some of the cards that you got in the transpersonal chakras. To me, it's just astounding to see the absolute contrast. So, yeah, you are as a root chakra, your own shoot root chakra. The Earth star is the rooting in Gaia, in the planet. You know, it sustains us in terms of physical existence. Um, those are like not in sync. So you need to connect in a very very big way to the Earth, the Earth chakra, the Earth star. It will just be amazing for you. It's going to bring you so much positive energy. It's going to just literally energize. It's going to activate everything. That's the way I feel about it. If you connect, you need to find a way to connect to nature. Um, whichever way you find to connect, you will literally just blossom. And it's very important because your root chakra is like at it's hitting rock bottom now. You're physically also not strong. Because your solar plexus is also full of self doubt. So you're literally in a way talking yourself sick because you're talking yourself out of your own personal power, which you have. Okay? Literally, it's like you literally have you know literally almost all of the success cards, all of the best cards really out here. I hope she's not falling asleep. If she's falling asleep, I'm going to spank her. Okay, into the reading. Yeah. So now, which is a good thing for a fire sign. What's happening on Twitch? Hello, everybody. There's a lot of people watching. You would have to watch the beginning of the show to understand kind of what happened and why we're doing this. I would strongly encourage you to just watch the first, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, explain to you how I look at things, and will make a lot of this make sense. No, not for me. I don't want to be explained. Right, then we go to the sacral. Sacral, very hedonistic. You got no problem there. You like celebrating good food, you know, sex, hugs, stuff like that. So yeah, there's no problem there. That's I think the actual sensual side of life. I think you get on quite well. Who's calling you a fat cat? Actually, we haven't used cat cards. Actually should. I'm going to use the cat cards on somebody. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, so your sacral chakra pretty good, um, pretty balanced. Slight tendency to overindulge, but hey, that's that sounds really like physical stuff, so that's good. Yeah, but that's the thing. But a relatively well balanced sacral means that you can enjoy this stuff. Like mine's probably not very well balanced. Like I tend to just like overdo everything. It's relatively well balanced. I think a slight tendency to over celebrate, but it's not nothing major. It's good. It's good to celebrate. That's what's a lot is missing in your life here is celebration of the physical, of the rooting, of the actual. This is what we have. I keep saying to people, this is what we have to do to live our lives, to enjoy this vessel. If you book the cruise, go sail seven seas, go live it, go enjoy it, which is the personal power with the solar plexus, denying it to yourself, denying your own personal power, your own self-esteem, your own self-worth, which makes you ungrounded and is literally making you sick. Literally. Okay. These two cards are literally making you sick. You will find that once you connect with with the Earth Star, with your own ability to make all of this just work so beautifully. Okay. Your a lot of your illnesses, a lot of your aches and pains will go away. They will start to ease up. But you need to connect um with your root chakra. You need to connect your root chakra to because right now they're completely disconnected. It's like, well, you can't really disconnect. I keep saying to people, but it's like it's as far denial as possible. Okay, look, see, here we got the deck of spades, which we're coming to. So you need to go literally do physical things, plant more stuff, walk barefoot. Okay, because you have the as soon as you connect, like your life is just going to change. It's like physically, your actual life, on the planet. The rest of the stuff is relatively sorted. So that's important. Your heart chakra also pretty good. Um, it- yeah, good achievements in terms of um, emotional stuff, making good progress. Reaching points of turnarounds and development. So that's good. Really good. Throat chakra as well. Six of hearts, which is it's a good exchange. It's a good loving exchange. The way I see it, ability to receive love and to speak love and to recognize love. It's a loving exchange with people. I don't see you ever really having a very harsh exchange with people. I know you perceive it differently, but I think overall, um, I think you speak love. So people kind of forgive, when you're having a bad day or whatever, they kind of tend to overlook that. A little bit. Right, now we come to the third eye. Complete denial. Complete denial, complete shutdown. Like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Um, Well, yeah, all fire signs can, but generally it's done out of love. I don't think most times, uh, you know, you might be impatient, but it's not being it's not being cruel on purpose. So, but that sometimes, if you feel that, that stems from your root chakra being completely almost non-existent in terms of balance and your personal power. Just so sometimes, if you're doing that, you are literally like reacting to this lack of power, feeling powerless. So you are rebelling. You're not rebelling. You are reacting to that in part. Once you reclaim that, it's like what'll come out of your mouth will also change, because it's like, well, yeah, I'm good. Like, why am I going to engage with arguments and fighting and whatever with you? It's like, this is why I don't remember Barney saying, I'm what did he say, conflict averse, or I avoid conflict. I said, no, I don't avoid it. I just don't want it. There's a difference. Like, I've had enough of it. I'm not into, because conflict doesn't. You don't achieve anything with conflict. You just achieve conflict. That's what you achieve in it. So I say, but your you need to do some work with your belief structure in terms of your what you do already with the cards and all of that. You need to trust. You need to not. This is self deception card here. So you're kind of saying, no, I'm not really. No, nah, not really. I'm just like mucking around. So, yeah, that's what you're saying about your third eye, right? So you kind of need to look at that. And crown chakra again. It's good news. I think there's some. I think. I mean, I think you've already started. I know you probably some stuff personally. Um, there's already a whole lot of changes that are starting to happen. You're starting to see them. You're starting to feel them. You're starting to experience the changes in your physical life. But crown chakra, I think, also pretty good. Not much there to worry about. Um, it's kind of almost letting in the transpersonal um, chakra work coming through, but you are still physically blocking it. You're literally like saying, no, no, no. It's like everybody's standing outside the door and the door's closed. So you need to open the door, and let your higher self help you. Look at that. I've forgotten to look at the repeated patterns. You got the two of the eight of hearts there as well. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, well, there we go. But it's self deception. That's what it is. You feel insecure because of self deception. Um, there is no there's no reason. There's no actual reason to feel that way. It's like it's hard to explain. Um, this whole year, I've just been doing stuff because, like, the universe wants me to do it, like this today. Well, almost no planning. I spent the whole day working out those slides that I did earlier. Eventually, will become a little animation video. I'll speak over it. Um, doing something like I've actually never really done before. It's not difficult because I understand the energies. I understand what is being said. That's why they told me to do it. And people understand chakras. Well, kind of understand chakras. So this is a way of relating. So don't feel insecure. Uh, Remember that really you pulled out for me. Um, or I interpreted it as that it's time. So remember, uh, anybody actually physically. First of all, almost anyone can do these things because it's not a gift. It's just part of the universe. This is what I'm trying. This is why I wanted to do this. Once it clicked for me, this was a way to reach people about these things, about this very sort of um, spiritual type of stuff. It doesn't matter if you just started. You haven't just started. Okay? You have not just started. You just started now in this life. Okay, you have not just started. Okay, look at your cards. Okay, go back and watch this when you got some time. It's No, you can't do anything wrong. That's the thing. When you do anything with this intent, okay, with this intent, with the eight of spades, with the ace of hearts, and the ace of spades, okay, six of spades, okay, ten of spades. Why do I keep saying spades? Hearts. I'm looking at those spades and okay, with all the hearts. When you speak with the heart, okay, your intent is going to come through as it must. Well, not as must, but as it should. So that's the trust. That's you trusting your higher self. Okay? This is your soul's desire. This is the soul star. Okay, is to help people. I mean, most of us think, "Oh, I'm going to help people," but like literally to help people because you have this knowledge as well. There's a lot of people hang around here who have this knowledge, who have this previous experience. This is why they come here, and then the jokers and the spiritual cards come out. Um, because they are looking for confirmation, but the confirmation has got to come from within. I can't give you. I mean, I can give you confirmation, but it's not going to. It's not going to. It will be boost your confidence for a small period of time, and then I have to go. Thank you. You're welcome. Good. Enjoy your life because that's what it's about. I mean, if you were a really vicious person in the previous life, sometimes there's a bit of karma to be repaid, but even that can be short lived. It's just live your life, enjoy your life, do as much as you can with the time that you've got, which took me a very long time to learn. I think I also kind of had to learn a lot of the shit stuff first, or to relearn or to remember whatever. I think they made it 13 chakras because of the mythological, the spiritual number of 13. But to be honest, about three or four of them don't need to exist. So soul stone, eight of hearts, talking about communicating feelings. That's your soul's desire is communication, to communicate feelings to on the spirit star, which is the 10. It's all about intuitive thoughts. 10. It's like one of the biggest numbers in the heart, other than the thought cards. Hearts is the ability to again to communicate feelings, and so this in the spirit stone chakra. You got ten of hearts, which is the journey is heart the heart's journey towards uh, long lasting loving relationships and community and all that kind of thing. So that's part of why I say this for 2 months. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, so nine of clubs is again. It's a there's all these um, near conclusion cards, nines, tens. Um, so the nine is really it's another achieving card. It's another coming to collect the prize kind of a thing. It's also about positive thinking. Being positive will generate a lot of what you're able to with the root chakra and the earth star so strong with the joke the magician. So again, it's a pretty balanced thing. Mostly it's balance is really um your very base root and um your very earthly chakras that are actually affected. The rest are really pretty good. They're all pretty balanced and pretty accomplished. That's why I keep saying to you, you need to trust your intuition because you will remember. You will. Some people say relearn. Some people say remember what you've forgotten or what you know. I don't think you really forget. It's just I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Yeah. Right. So that's 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 for the universal. That is literally where you get into the divine light, the macabre, which is um, that unconditional love, all that kind of stuff. So there's a very high achievement card in there. Very, it's a big reward on that. Manny, you still awake? Or have you nodded off? Otherwise, you can watch it tomorrow. You can watch the balance. And then, okay, when you get into the galactic, we've got the King of Kings, Master of Masters. Again, the biggest obstacle or the biggest teacher. Literally, there's the complete extremes. 11, yeah, it's 12 for you guys. You've got to wait tomorrow. Many. Okay, so Master and Masters basically really reach. It's quite an ascendant card in a way. This we're talking about ascendancy. It's a very ascendant card, but if you link it back to I'm not right, linking it back to these very earthly cards, you kind of block it. So you don't want to become your own worst obstacle. You want to just let it just connect with it um, because that information is there. Information is there for you to connect to. Well, not again. uh, to uh, to allow to flow. You got the Ace of Hearts as a divine path. Like, what can you say about that? I mean, you know the cards yourself as well. Start of, in a way, it's possibly like restarting the cycle, or almost going back to the beginning, learning the. It's like, what do you do when you have everything? Well, you start from scratch and start again. In a way, there's a bit of that. Um, but it's largely just a huge passion for for life, for existence, for what is the universe and all of that. And you do understand. You're telling yourself that you don't. So focus on it. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? The ace is like a beginning as well. It's interesting because it's a great passion, but it's also like a beginning. So for me, it's like beginning in a magician. It's almost like you've reset. You, this life is like a reset for you on this life, on this physical life, and you're relearning things that you already know, but you know them. You just kind of like, hey, let's see. It'd be fun to relearn it, like as if it was the first time again. I think, well, the Jack of Clubs is always about. It's always about change. It's good. It's always good news. Always brings good news. Jack of. It, always be. It's always the messenger of good news. Where he's sometimes he's almost never the messenger of good news. He's almost the opposite, exact opposite. That's your crown chakra. So the crown chakra is kind of evolving. It's trying to let the information flow back in, which you are blocking. So that's the crown chakra, and it's a lot of change. There's a lot of change. Like there's a lot of change, in many different ways. The Jack is usually all about change. It's very busy, very active, which might be a way that you can connect back with nature, with I believe the third eye is the way we interpret it, we intercept it. So the information comes in through the head, and then the brain puts it onto the third eye. I think that's the way I see it. I mean, I speak under correction. I'm not an expert in chakras and things like that. Energy is a different story, but the chakras per se. But that's the way I see it. I don't feel like I see anything through. Well, I don't really see anything. I tend to sense things. Um, all right. So you happy with that?